Hello friends, continuing with my series on portraits of Queen Elizabeth on various currencies. Today I have the fourth portrait, and this portrait surprisingly comes in three variants, and each of them is slightly different and unique. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we have the fourth portrait, which was actually commissioned by Bradbury Wilkinson Company, and this portrait could be seen on the Hong Kong bills when Hong Kong was still a part of the British colony. Now this is a pretty used Hong Kong $1. You can see there's the Queen and she has a crown, and this is $1, one Hong Kong dollar. And this portrait was made in the year 1952. There is my identifier there. And if you can see, let me see, focus a bit there, and that's the Bradbury Wilkinson Company. Bradbury Wilkinson and Company Engravers, New Malden, Surrey, England, Hong Kong, the 1st of July 1958. And something interesting that I got from this series is what they call the uniface. There you can see this is also the government of Hong Kong, but this is for 1 cent. Okay, and if you can see that these notes are legal tender for the payment of any amount not exceeding $1. So what it means is you can pay up to $1 with these bills, and this is called uniface because this has nothing on the other side. This looks pretty much like toy money or money that you have in games like business, but this is actually legal tender in Hong Kong, and you can use these bills to pay up to $1, whereas on the $1 bill, in contrast, you can see that it says these notes are legal tender for the payment of any amount. So you can pay any amount with this bill, but with this bill you can pay with this bill you can pay only up to $1. So these two are the versions of the Bradbury Wilkinson Company, England. Now the second version of this portrait was made by the Thomas De La Rue Company. Yeah, there is it. Thomas De La Rue Company Limited, London. There is the portrait. This is also pretty much used. This is from the Bahamas government, issued under the Currency Act of 1936. The Bahamas government. This is for 4 shillings, and this note is pretty much used, but there's a watermark of a ship over there. If you can, yeah, this is pretty much used. It is with 3 signatories: the Commissioner of Currency, Receiver, General Commissioner of Currency, and the Commissioner of Currency. The 2 Commissioner of Currency and 1 Receiver General. And you have the emblem of Bahamas, the portrait of the Queen, and then there you have the 4 shillings symbol, and then you have the coat of arms. Okay, so let's compare these two. They're taken from the same photograph, but they're a little bit different. This looks a little bit tilted, whereas she's looking straight here. So these are the 2 variants of this portrait, and now the third version of this was used on currency from Malaysia. There you can see the Board of Commissioner currency of Malaya and British Borneo, and this was made by this is the third version, and this is made by Waterlow and Sons. Yeah, I think it's visible. Waterlow and Sons Limited, London. And in the watermark you can see there's a lion. I hope it's visible. You see the lion, and this has a security feature. This has the security thread running through.
Oh, no.
You have the watermark and the security thread, and this is the third version by Waterloo, by the Waterloo and Sons. Pretty crisp. I got it for about $40 in 2014 from Israel. That's the version you see there. So that's the portrait. And these are all different states in the Malaysia. That's the Penang, Brunei, Malacca, Sarawak, Perak, Kedah, Singapore, Perlis, North Borneo, Penang, Selangor, Kelantan. Then this is the Federation of Malaysia, most of the states that I have visited sometime back. And there you have another tiny micro print for Waterlow and Sons Limited, and this is also portrait from 1952. So you see the line there again. Pretty nice note. Still has some crispness, never washed. There's a center crease from the wallet. And now there is a comparative 3 of these. You see, these are the 3 portraits with a little bit of variations. Very beautiful, in fact. So this is from the Waterloo, this is from the Bradbury, Wilkinson, and this is from the Thomas De La Rue. And it's interesting to note this is from the Bahamas, which is in the American continent, and this is from Hong Kong, which is on the other side of the world, on the east, and this is from Southeast Asia, Malaysia. So in summary, we have 3 variants of the same portraits by 3 different engraving companies from across from the 3 different extreme corners, if I could put it that way, from the different corners of the world. Well, that's it. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really liked it, like us and drop your comments if you have any. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.